see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Washington Redskins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it.
56. Mike's 56. Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I don't think you got it, son.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First carry for James Conner. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Whitaker going deep here for Allen. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 35.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. Get set. Go to base. I'm on. Come on.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Whitaker. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Gordon. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Redskins 37-yard line.
Okay, ready? 6, Mike, 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Whitaker. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, Whitaker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, Z.
second down. Haskins. He's got Jack Doyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Complete to Jack Doyle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Chargers 10. Redskins 3.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
No, check that.
They go play action with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw. Whitaker sets up the screen to Gordon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready up? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. He sets to fire deep. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Counter. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Back to throw. Whitaker. It's Williams on the catch. A very solid gain of 27.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually in a tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the complete. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Let's go! Pittsburgh! Off!
From the 45 on 2nd down, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hustle. 57. Mike, 57.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Haskins, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Whitaker. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
5.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Whitaker. This is caught by Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Set. Nate Reed.
Right there, 56.
Here we go. Get it.
Now Gordon on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a tipped carry for Melvin Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Better bring it. You better bring it. You let me know right now.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Whitaker. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Out of the gun, Geis. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
65.
To throw from his end zone. Whitaker finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line. Come on. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Whitaker. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to throw. Whitaker looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Whitaker. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
56, right there, 56. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's go.
Connor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Looking to throw. Whitaker. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're running it. 52's the mic, boys. 52's.
They go play action now. Haskins got an open man. It's Harmon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On play action, Haskins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have the receivers on lockdown.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. Whitaker looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins now a desk. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Running out of the gun with White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
and they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go!
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got it at the 15. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, you.
58 to Mike, 58.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a run with Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 50 set. Echo. Go to base. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. And here we go. Watch the run.
Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
First down, here's White. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. They stay on the ground with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And he got it! The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Redskins, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long.